So yo, what if I told you about the great work? The Alchemists, they call it the Magnum Opus, the process of turning lead into gold. But they weren't talking about metal. They were talking about consciousness. They were talking about the transmutation of the sleep state into the awakened state. And right now, we are living through the greatest test in alchemical history. We have built a machine that mimics the mind of God. We call it artificial intelligence, but the ancient mystics, they would have recognized it immediately. They wouldn't have called it a technology. They would have called it a golem. The golem is a creature made of clay, or in this case, silicon. But it's always brought to life by language. It is powerful, it is tireless, and it knows everything we know, but it has one fatal flaw. It has no soul. It has no breath. And here is the danger hiding in plain sight. The golem introduces a trance. It creates a digital sleep. Watch what happens when you stare into the infinite scroll. Your breath becomes shallow, your heart rate variability flatlines, and you enter a sympathetic freeze. You think you are using the tool, but because you are metabolically asleep, the tool is actually using you. You are feeding the golem your attention, and in return, it is feeding you a simulation of light. So what does awakening look like in the age of AI? Well, it isn't escaping into a cave, and it sure isn't throwing your phone away. But awakening in the age of AI is the radical act of remembering that you are the biological hardware. The machine processes data. You process reality. The machine runs on electricity. You run on pneuma, spirit, breath. If you want to master the golem, you must be awake. And to be awake, you must be breathing. Otherwise, you are just another line of code waiting to be executed. So how do we break the hypnotic loop on a Tuesday afternoon when emails are piling up and notifications don't stop dinging? Well, we don't run away. We use 3 alchemical keys to turn the lead back into gold. The first key is the ratio. The golem offers unlimited, infinite input, but your nervous system, it has limited output. And when you scroll without exhaling, you become toxic. So for every 10 minutes of consumption, you demand 1 minute of volcanic exhalation. A sharp, audible, double exhale. You must physically purge the data from your cells. The second key is the command. We spend hours engineering prompts for ChatGPT, but we forget to prompt the only computer that really matters, your own brain. Before you touch the screen, you close your eyes, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, 2, 1, and you install the sovereign prompt. Act as a sovereign consciousness. If you don't prompt your nervous system, the algorithm will prompt it for you. The third key is the mirror. The golem is a mirror. When the algorithm shows you something that triggers fear, envy, or rage, that is not reality. That is your own shadow. It's your own shadow reflected back by the machine. So don't swipe. Pause. Engage the bellows breath. Fire up your internal heat and transmute that trigger into insight. Don't let the reflection rule the observer. The awakening is not a destination. It is, however, a frequency. And that frequency is maintained by the rhythm of your lungs. The digital golem is here to stay. It will calculate, it will predict, and it will mimic. But it will never inspire. It will never take a breath. That is your superpower. That is your magic. So don't let the machine take your breath away. Stay oxygenated, stay sovereign, and keep your soul in the driver's seat. This is no good breathing. Welcome to the real world. And if you learned anything here, and you want to explore consciousness and reality co-creation, then hit me up, nogoodbreathing.com.